Hello. Today I want to talk to you about square numbers. What I mean by square numbers is numbers that make a square. Let me give you an example. If I take some of these blocks, I can make a square that is 2 by 2. There's 2 rows of 2 blocks. So, I'm going to make a graph of what I'm doing here. When I make my graph, I'm actually going to start with 1. 1 by 1, which is a little strange. I'm going to draw a line there and a line there. 1 by 1. Look, here is 1 by 1. There's 1 row of 1 square. How many is that altogether? Let's count them. Are you ready? 1. Well, that was easy. So, 1 by 1, there's 1 altogether. And I'm going to put another line here because I'm going to do something special later. So the next one was 2 by 2, which means it had 2 rows of 2. 2 by 2. And now let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 by 2 was 4. Now I'm going to do something strange and I'm going to skip ahead. 3 by 3 I'm not going to do because I want you to figure out what that is. 4 by 4 I'm not going to do because I want you to figure out what that is. 5 by 5 I'm not going to do that because I want you to figure out what it is. 6 by 6, that one I'm going to do. So that means I have to make 6 rows of 6. I have to make a square that has 6 cubes on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's my first row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should keep them a little straighter. Next, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 rows of 6. Last row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, you can tell this is a square number because if I push all of these together, they will make a square. Push it this way. There. You see how that makes a square? So we know that's a square number. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to count them. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Wow, that's a big number. So 6 by 6 is 36. And I'm going to show you another way that you can count it, which is actually easier. I know that 2 rows of 5 are 10, so I'm going to take this away because these are rows of 5 now. There's 2 rows of 5, that's 10. Here's another 2 rows of 5, that's 10. Here's a third row of 2 5s. So, and then we have this left, which if I put it like this, you can see that that is 6, like on a die. So, 10, 20, 30. Or 1, 2, 3 10s. 3 10s and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. 3 10s and 6. So that's a 6 by 6. I'm going to do a 7 by 7. But I'm going to rather than lay it all out again, I'm going to start with the square like this already so that I don't have to do much work. Watch. If I'm adding to this, I have to add another row here. So now there's 7 rows. But it is 7 rows of 6. And I am looking for 7 by 7. So I have to add a whole column of squares here so that I have 7 rows of 7. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows of 7. And let's check that they're 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we have to count them all. I'm not going to count all the way up that high. I'm going to use my trick from before to make groups of 10. So look, these are 5s. So I'm going to push this up there. There we go. And I'm going to say, oh, there's my first group of 10. Here's another group of 10. Here's another group, but oh, this is only 5 here. So I'm going to take 5 from over here and add it to that. So I've got 4 10s. And then I've got this. There's, oh, let's turn that this way. That's another 5. And then here's another 4. 5 and 4. How many is that? 5 and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's count it this way. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 10s and 9. I'm going to write that down. 4 10s and 9. 49. So those are a bunch of square numbers. When you do this, I want you to start with 1 by 1 and then fill in all the numbers here. Then there's something special I want you to do over here. I want you to look at these two numbers together, and I want you to pretend that those are a subtraction question. I want you to say 4 minus 1 equals. Remember how to do that? Look, we take 4, and then you take 1 away. How much is that? 1, 2, 3. 3. And I'm going to do the same over here because I can. 49 minus 36 equals. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to say, what's 4 10s minus 3 10s? Well, let's pretend that these are 10s. So I have 4 10s, and now I'm going to take away 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. So how many 10s do I have left? 1 10. So I'm going to put a 1 there for the 10. There's also a 9, because this is 4 10s and 9 minus 3 10s and 6. So I'm going to take away I'm going to have the 9, and then I'm going to take away 6. So, because really, here, let me show you the whole thing. Here's the 4 10s and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 4 10s and 9. Now I'm going to take away 3 10s and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do I have left? I have 1 10 and 3. So what I want you to do is I want you to figure out what all of these numbers, all of the answers to all of the subtraction questions are when you subtract the square numbers from each other, and see if there is a pattern. If this seems like too confusing, too much, don't worry. You can just make the square numbers. That's already good enough. But I think with a little bit of help from your parents, you can probably do this part too, and you might find out something very interesting. I'm going to leave that to you to figure out and to share with us later. If you enjoyed working with square numbers, you might also want to try triangle numbers. Triangle numbers start with 1, and then you add two more like you're making a pyramid. So the next one would be 1, 2, 3. Then you add another layer. So that's the next one. Count how many it is. And then you add another layer. And you count them all. And you add another layer. And you count them all. And you can keep going as far as you want. You can see what the pattern is there. And you can do that same subtraction thing that we did here, where you subtract the one total from the other total. And you see what those answers are to see if there's a pattern. Anyhow, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy square and triangle numbers.